This is Abhishek Sengupta and welcome back. We are on with our Entrepreneurship and Takeaway series. Now, with this series, I'm on a mission to simplify the concepts of entrepreneurship so that the knowledge of entrepreneurship becomes accessible to every one of us. Now, entrepreneurship is not an easy journey. It is full of ups and downs. There are more failure stories than success stories. So, many people dream of becoming an entrepreneur, but hardly few of them make it. That is only because it involves a lot of risk, a lot of failures, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges, etc. etc. So only few people across the globe can really make to this journey. Now once you get into this journey, the journey is not at all easy. Journey is full of ups and downs. Now Spencer Johnson in his book Peaks and Valleys has described this journey as peak and valley. Whenever you are having a good time, you are on the peak. Now whenever you are facing challenges or facing a bad time, you are in the valley. Now this peak and valley are indispensable in the journey of entrepreneurship. You cannot avoid that. But there are certain things using which you can really make yourself acquainted, make yourself prepared to face those. Spencer Johnson said in his book that whatever you do when you are in valley takes you to the peak, and whatever mistakes you do while you are on the peak brings you down to the valley. And this is exactly right in the journey of entrepreneurship. Now before we go ahead with this episode, let us understand why people face tough time in business. Let's see. Number one point for this is financial crunch. Now, financial crunch is quite common in business. There could be different reasons for this. At times this could be because of some mistake. At times this could be seasonal in nature, or it could be because of some force majeure reasons. In this situation, the expenses oversees the revenue. This is quite common, but problem starts developing when this phase gets long. Number two, employee related issues. It is said that human resource is one of the most preferred resource and it is one of the biggest asset for a company. But it is one of the most sophisticated resource. At times, many problems might arise out of this corner. This could be in form of inefficiency. This could be in form of labor problems. This could be in form of high attrition rate, etc. etc. Now you will always find one HR related or one people related issue is completely different from other. Now these require a specialized way of handling. One thing we have to keep it in mind that human resources related issues are very, very sensitive. They has to be handled with utmost care. Number three, legal issues. Now legal issues keep on appearing from time to time during the course of business. At times these might become complicated and many startup founders or entrepreneurs find it scary. But it is always recommended to handle them at the initial stage and do not allow them to escalate. Number four, tax and compliance related issues. Now always remember tax. Tax is a responsibility for an entrepreneur and compliance is a duty of the entrepreneur. So we should not be missing them. The tax has to be paid on time, compliance has to be done on time. The real problem develops when these do not happen. Many a times it is recommended to have an external consultant or an internal team handling them. Number five could be low sale. Now, sale going up or sale coming down is a very common feature in business. There are many seasons where the sale goes rocket high. There are certain seasons where the sale comes down. But the prolonged phase of low sale can be a real problem for a company. Now this is when the expenditure increases more than the income and the sale brings income or revenue to the company. Now, the 5 points which I have just mentioned are just few to note. The list could be endless. There are many problems which leads to a tough time in business. So, I have already said that the journey of entrepreneurship is not that easy. That's why very few people decide to become an entrepreneur. Now, let us focus on the solution part of this episode. Now, till now, we have studied the common problems which can lead to a tough time in business. Now, let's see how we can avoid them, what could be the solutions to prevent them. Let's see. The number one point is planning for contingency. Now, contingency can come up in business anytime without a prior warning. So it is important for an entrepreneur to prepare for the contingency. This doesn't mean the preparing physically. What I mean is preparing financially. You have to keep your financial resources well stacked to face the contingency. So, many entrepreneurs make a mistake by drawing the profit completely and reinvesting the profit completely for growth. Now, it is always said that you should keep a portion of your profit as reserve or undistributed profit, whatever you call it as, for contingency. Whenever contingency strikes in, this reserve can really help you to sail through. So planning for contingency is important. Number two, business intelligence. It is always said that you must have a business intelligence in place in your company. Now, business intelligence and analyzing various indicators helps you to understand or predict a contingency or a tough time before it approaches. So establishing a business intelligence network inside the company is very, very important. This helps you to identify the tough time which is approaching you well in advance. Now, once you identify the approach of the tough time, you can really prepare yourself better, or at times you can give those tough time a miss. So make a system of business intelligence in your company. Number three, team effort. Now, team is a wonderful asset for a business. So whenever you are there in a tough time, present that problem in front of the team and tell them to brainstorm on this. You might get some surprising results. You might get some of the best solution which you might be looking for from your team. So give them the problem, ask them to work out on the problem, and some of the finest solutions can come up from there. This will really help you to sail through the tough time in a more organized and structured way. Number four, taking professional advisory. Many a times it might happen an entrepreneur might not be able to come out with a solution for a particular problem. This is quite common. It is advised that you must take advisory, a professional advisory. You may bring in an advisor or you may get a mentor. Both these are similar, but there is a fine line of difference. Now, advisor advises on a certain project. However, mentor mentors you across your journey of entrepreneurship. Advisors are the professional people who charge you for the advisory service, whereas the mentors are the very experienced people of the industry, and you can really gain a lot from their experience. So never shy from taking a professional advice if required. Number 5, asking for help. It is always said if you are unable to handle a situation properly, ask for a help. Because many a times it might happen that after applying best of your efforts, you might not come with a solution or a desired solution. Under such circumstances, it is always said that you should raise your hand and seek help. If you are not seeking help in time, you might have to live with the problem. Don't sit with the problem quietly, rather raise your hand and ask for help. You may seek help from your friends, from your family members, from your business circle, from your peers, and even from your competitors. Number 6, by being calm and composed. Now, first thing first, what you have to do is you have to keep yourself calm and composed. You should not take any drastic action. You should not do anything wrong while you are dealing with adversities, while you are dealing with the tough time in business. Your mental composure is very, very important to face the tough time in business. Many people take wrong steps, many people take drastic steps. This is because of their unstable, improper mindset. So, up and downs or the adversities and favorable conditions will keep on coming, keep on going. But what is important is you have to keep yourself absolutely stable. You have to keep yourself absolutely composed. Now, that's all for today. If you find you got a value from this episode, please like, subscribe and share. If you want me to make a video on certain topics, please write in the comment section. I'll definitely look into that and make a video on that. I'll be back with many such episodes. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Have a great day.